Today I'm going to be talking about notice to quit, a touchy issue in the real estate space. So tenants and landlords sometimes don't know the kind of notice to quit, the length, that is how long it should be, how many weeks, how many months that a tenant is entitled to have as notice to quit. So today I'm going to be explaining to you the length that a tenant is entitled to. Now, the length a tenant is entitled to depends on how he pays his rent. So his liability depends on his benefit. If the benefit he gets is the ability to pay his rent monthly, everybody would like to be able to pay their rent monthly. Oh, I wish I could pay my rent monthly. In that case, your notice to quit will be 1 month notice. That is all you'll be entitled to. 1 month notice. If the tenant gets the privilege of paying his rent every 3 months, I can break it up. I'm not under pressure to look for lump money. I can pay it every 3 months. Then you are only entitled to 3 months notice as your notice to quit and move out. You're entitled to 3 months notice. If the tenant pays 6 months, the tenant is entitled to 6 months notice to pack and leave the premises. Is entitled to 6 months notice. If the tenant pays yearly rent, please, that tenant is only entitled to 6 months notice. Nobody is entitled to 1 year notice or 2 year notice. Your landlord, the landlord can be magnanimous enough to give that kind of notice, but what the tenant is entitled to is 6 months notice without more. The tenant is entitled to 6 months notice without more. Now, if that 6 months notice or the 3 months notice or the 1 month notice expires, the landlord is not under any other obligation to give you any more time. You are supposed to look for another house and move out within that time. Not that after that time you begin to look for a house. No, because after that time, all the landlord owes you is 7 days notice before taking you to court. He will take you to court. He will give you 7 days notice that now I want to recover possession. I want to tell the court to help me get my house from you. All he owes you is 7 days notice. Thereafter, he takes you to court. Now, all the extra time you are there, he will ask the court to give him judgment to collect the rent from you. Part of the judgment of the court will be that he should recover that rent from you, and you can attach your property, can take your car, can take the possessions in your flat to auction to get that money back. So all you're entitled to is 7 days notice after your notice to quit has expired. So you're entitled to 2 notices. Your notice to quit and notice of the owner's intention to recover possession. That's the notice that they are going to court. That's what you require. Now, if you are a tenant, maybe your rent had expired, you were not paying, and that landlord sold the house. So that landlord, those who were paying, the new landlord is told that, okay, these are the people that are in the house, this is when their tenancy expires and all. But this person, his tenancy has expired, he has given notice to quit, he has not moved out, I'm taking him to court. All the new landlord owes you, you are called a tenant at will, all the new landlord owes you is 7 days notice. He doesn't owe you anything more than that. And that is all you will get. Now, there are variances of opinion that say once the tenancy has expired and your rent is due, you are not entitled to any notices. He can just give you 7 days and go to court. However, most magistrates will still insist that that landlord go back to give the tenant proper length of notice. Rarely will the court allow a landlord say, okay, the tenancy has expired and he has been there 4 years, all he gets is 7 days. Rarely. I'm not saying they don't do it, it's rare. But what usually still obtains is that the magistrate wants to give the tenant some time, and so they will give them that normal length of notice for them to move out. That is how the length of notice for a sitting tenant is calculated. And this length of notice is the same whether commercial property, whether residential property, whether agric property, agric land, whatever it is, a valid tenancy, these are the terms around which the notice to quit will be written. Do you have any questions? If you do, please drop them in the comment section. I will be glad to answer them. Take care. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.